Welcome back to English Time. How are you all? Yes. Now, as you know, the number of COVID positive cases are increasing in Kerala. So, be very careful, stay home, stay safe. Okay? So, we started our second unit. Today, we are going to start a new lesson. My sister's shoe. It is a feature film script by Majid Majidi, a renowned Iranian filmmaker. Okay, so it is a script. What is a script? Tell me, what is a script? Yes, the dialogues delivered by the different characters in a movie will be based on the script. Script writer will be there. The actors cannot say his own dialogues. The script of that movie will be given beforehand to whom? Characters, the main characters, and he has to learn it by heart, and he has to deliver these same dialogue as it is written in the script. So, script is very important in a movie because each and everything will be clearly explained in that screen. Okay, everything, which means the characters, where does he move, where will he stand, what will he do, or if it is a morning, what should be seen in the frame, everything will be written. Okay, and the director, according to the script, he will make some, not big change, a small change to beautify that particular scene. That much only. The director cannot change whole script at any cost. Okay, so script is very important in a movie. So whatever will be shown on the screen will be based on this, yes, script. You got it? Yes. So here we are going to discuss such a script. Very easy, but you will get an idea about what is a script in a movie. Okay, so let's go to the profile of our writer, Majid Majidi, who was born on 17th April 1959, is an Iranian film director, film producer and screenwriter. He has directed several feature films including The Color of Paradise in 1999, Baran in 2001, and The Willow Tree in 2005. So these feature films, the year of its releasing also mentioned. In 1998, Majidi directed the film Children of Heaven, which was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. This is the first Iranian film to have been nominated by the Academy. So, his film named Children of Heaven, which was nominated for what? Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. So before that, no other film was nominated in this way. So for Majid Majidi, who is a famous director, film producer and screenwriter from Iran. Okay, so we discussed about Satyajit Ray, who is from our own country, India. Here Majid is from Iran. Okay, now I hope you got a clear idea about the author or the script writer. Ready? So let's go directly to the lesson. Okay, so my sister's shoes. In the article Project Tiger, you saw the efforts taken by Satyajit Ray and his team to make a tiger act in one of his films. In a film, the actors and the context in which they should behave or speak are determined on the basis of a written script. Okay, so in a film, actors and the context in which they should behave or speak. So what should be the context, or what should be the dialogue delivered by the actors, who it may be unimportant or important characters, main character or villain, who it may be, that will be based on what? Based on the written script. So here we are going to discuss what a feature film script by Majid Majidi. Okay, from Children of Heaven, directed by Majid Majidi. Okay, so it is a script, a small part of a feature film named Children of Heaven. Okay, scene 1, cobbler's shop. Cobbler, who is a cobbler? The person who repairs our shoe or sandals. Okay, so close up of a cobbler stitching a girl's shoe. So this is that close up shot is that face or that will be shown. Close up of a cobbler stitching a girl's shoe. That is what we can see on the screen. Cobbler is the who is stitching a girl's shoe. Only the pink shoe and the cobbler's hands are in the frame. It is a close-up frame. So what can you see? You cannot see that cobbler's face. What can you see? The pink shoe and the cobbler's hands. Pink shoe is, that is what? Stitched, and the cobbler's hands also there. Okay, up in the frame. The camera moves back. So if it is a close shot, then what? That camera will go very close to that particular person or thing which is shown in the screen. Okay, so if we want to see that whole area, that camera should move backward. Now what is the zooming is there. So no need of moving our camera, but in olden times they wanted to move back or frontward the camera. Okay, so the camera moves back to middle distance to show Ali sitting on a lower chair next to the cobbler and watching him work. So here when the camera moves back, you can see two important characters. Who are they? One is Ali and another one is the cobbler. So the cobbler is stitching that that pink shoe, and another character is there, that is Ali. So who gave that pink shoe? The cobbler finishes stitching the shoe, picks up the other one of the pair and hands them both to Ali. Then next moment, that cobbler finishes his work and he takes the other shoe and the other pair of the shoe and give back to whom? Ali. Cobbler. That will be 30 tumans. 2 means an old Iranian currency. So for stitching, money will be there to pay. So his cobbler said that amount, 30 tumans. Okay. Then Ali, thank you, gives money to the cobbler. Then he gave that money to whom? Cobbler. Cobbler, here is your change. Picks up coin from the money box to give to Ali. Then here is your change. So he given change was there to give back to whom? Ali. So cobbler who searched and he picked some coins and gave back to whom? Yes. So the same way who has to act that cobbler. Then cut to the street outside. So that is what the first part of that first scene. Okay. Then next scene from the across the street. So now Ali comes out. So scene from the across the street. The cobbler shop where Ali and the cobbler are sitting can be seen. So again the camera moved back. So what? So now they can see that cobbler shop and that street also. So the cobbler shop where Ali and the cobbler are sitting can be seen. To the right of the cobbler shop is a door with a curtain hanging on it, which appears to open into a row house. Ali is leaving the shop. So right side of that cobbler shop, what is there? There is a door with a curtain hanging on it. One curtain is there, one door is there, so that that appears to open into a row house. An open house is there behind that, so that can be seen. So cobbler shop and then one room. Ali's voice, thank you. The cobbler's voice, you are welcome, goodbye. So after giving that whom that money for that stitching, who that cobbler gave back that change, then Ali thankfully said okay. Then cobbler replied, you are welcome. Then a man with a parcel under his arm walks up to the curtain door, lifts the curtain and goes in. As Ali comes out of the cobbler's shop, putting the shoes into a small black bag in his hand, walks down the street and moves out of the frame on the left. The next one, a man with a parcel under his arm walks up to the curtained door. So there is a curtained door nearby that door, just to that, who are next to that cobbler shop. So to there, a man with a parcel comes. Okay, then lifts the curtain and goes in. Then he lifted that curtain and he went in. As Ali comes out of the cobbler shop, putting the shoes in, then a person who passed Ali and he lifted that curtain and went inside with a parcel in his hand. Then Ali, what did he do? He came out of the cobbler shop and putting the shoes into a small black bag in his hand. He was carrying a black bag in his hand. So he opened that black bag and put that shoes in it. Walks down the street and moves out of the frame on the left. Then he moves left side and moves out of the frame. Okay, so that is what the first scene. Okay, who yes, Ali, who gave shoes for stitching in the cobbler shop, and the cobbler stitched it and he gave that money for that stitching, and then he got back some coins, change. Then he came out from that cobbler shop. At that time, another person who entered that, yes, curtain door, which is near to or next to that cobbler shop. Okay, then scene 2. We are going to the next scene. Bakery. So second scene. So that first scene completed, cobbler shop. Okay, next, yes, another scene. So it will be only taken according to that script. This only will be taken from cobbler shop. So that scene is completed. Next, bakery. So a bakery will be in that frame. Inside the bakery, shards of bread being baked. Then close up of a hand putting into the stove, kneaded flour spread on a baking board and taking out the baked naan. So you're saying what? Inside the bakery, shards of bread being baked. Shards of means pieces of bread. what are baked, being baked. So bread will be baked there. Baking means what? Boiling. And yes, preparing. Close up of a hand. Then close up of a hand putting into the stove kneaded flour. Kneaded means what? By using what that flour. Flour means the yes white powder. So into that what will be added, or jaggery or something will be added, and then with the hand we will mix it. So that mixed flour means that is what called as yes, kneaded flour spread on a baking board. That will be spreaded. Yes, spreading on the board and taking out of the baked naan. Then that kneaded flour will be yes. What will they do? They will spread on the pan, and it will be square or round shaped. That is what bread. So it is called as what? Bake. Then whenever they bake it, it will be called as naan. Naan means a thick long bread made like chapatis. So in that bakery, what do they make? They make naan. Naan means a thick long bread made like what? Chapatis. So that is what now preparing. So that close up shot of that hand, what taking that kneaded flour and and spreading on the pan, that can be seen. Board you can see. The camera pans or moves slightly to the right to show Ali picking up the naan dropped by the cook. Then that camera moves. So from that close up scene or a shot of that what hand what spreading that yes kneaded flour will be shifted from there to another place where what can we see that baker making after making that what yes naan putting it on a plate. So that can be seen. So Ali is taking that part, that naan, and stacking them on a cloth spread on a wooden plank. So Ali who picks up the naan dropped by whom? Dropped by the yes cook. And stacking means arranging in an order, according to an order, arranging it. Then them on a cloth spread on a wooden plank. Then on what I spread that cloth, and on the what that cloth who is putting what that naan and what tying it. That cloth is spread on a wooden plank, wooden piece. The camera moves back to show Ali and the 3 cooks sitting around the stove. Then again moves back. When the camera moves back, more people will come in that 4 frames. Okay, so now we can say when the camera moves back, we can see whom? We can see Ali and the 3 other cooks sitting around the stove, kneading and putting it inside the stove. So 3 cooks are what doing the same job, but they are taking that kneaded yes flour and putting in that. Okay. Ali finishes stacking the naan and ties up the cloth into a bundle. Then he took some naan, and after that what he tied that cloth. So then that is what the second scene. Okay, means he is going to the bakery and taking that what naan and tying in that cloth. Okay, that is what the second scene. Then next scene 3. The footpath outside the bakery. A small group of men are waiting in a queue outside the bakery to buy naan. The outline of building in the street is seen in the distance. So a small group of men are waiting. A small group of men are waiting in a queue outside the bakery to buy naan. So there is a queue for buying naan. The outline of building in the street is seen in the distance. The outline of that building can be seen in the distance. Ali is seen coming out from the bakery into the footpath. The parcel of naan in his right hand and the parcel of shoes in his left hand. Now Ali is coming out. Then what is there in his hand? Both hands, or he is carrying some different things in his left and right hands. What are they? Tell me what are they? Yes. What is there? The parcel of naan in his right hand, and the parcel of shoe is in his left hand. Left hand shoes, right handed naan. He crosses the pavement. Pavement means footpath, and walks into the vegetable store. So after purchasing that naan from where? Yes, that bakery, he moves towards the vegetable shop. He places the bundle of naan on the top of a pile of boxes of vegetables stacked in front of the shop, and the bag of shoes in a small gap between two boxes. Then now what? He reaches there in the vegetable shop. So he is carrying what? Shoes and naan. Okay, then what did he do? He places the bundle of naan on top of a pile of boxes of vegetables. So there is a pile of boxes of vegetables. Pile means what? Store. So the 4 or 5 like that vegetable boxes are there. So on the top he kept that what? Naan. Parcel of naan. Stacked means stored in front of the shop. So in front of the shop, what is the vegetable boxes are kept. Then he kept that naan on the top of that boxes. Then and the bag of shoes in the small gap between the boxes. And then his shoe also there in his left hand. He kept it, but that shoe box in between boxes. The gap is there. On the soundtrack, the hawker's voice is heard. Then what? On the soundtrack, from backside we can hear what? The voice of a hawker. Hawker means what? Who is seller only. Roadside seller. Salt for trade. The shopkeeper is seen standing behind the counter. Then salt for trade like that. Who is shouting? Yes, that hawker. Ali to the shopkeeper. Assalamu alaikum. Akbar Akka, I need some potatoes. He wished knees on way. Then Ali wished him Akbar Akka and said, "But I need some potatoes." Akbar, the shopkeeper gives Ali a small black bag to put potatoes in. Ali starts picking the large, wholesome potatoes in a box at the top of the heap. Then what? Akbar, who is Akbar? He is a shopkeeper. So he took what? He gave a small black bag to put that potatoes. Then Ali went to the potatoes box and started to take what? The large, wholesome. Wholesome means here? Yes, healthy. Big and healthy one. Akbar said, not those kids. Pick some down there. Not those kids. Don't take that one. The big one means what? Sometimes if there is any damage, we will lose it. So he said, not that one. You can take another one. Ali moves to his right. Then he moves to his right. Then squares means sits down and he fills the bag with the smaller potatoes from a box on the floor. So first of all, he took big potatoes. So when we take big potatoes, if there is any damage to that big potato means what? 1 or 2 will be big. If we take 1 or 2 big potatoes, it will be half kg. So we lose it. So he told that Akbar is a kind and responsible shopkeeper. He advised Ali not to take big potatoes but to take smaller one. Okay. Close-up of Ali picking the potatoes. Then we can see what the close-up shot of Ali picking that potatoes. Cut to the view of the draw shop from the palm end. Then again cutting. Now the what camera moves back and now we can see what the shop from the palm end. A man pushing a handcuff filled with the junk enters the frame from the right and stops in front of the shop. The man pushing what a hand vehicle filled with the junk. Junk means rubbish, worthless materials or waste materials. He's putting that waste in that junk. A cleaning person who came and stood in front of the vegetable shop. The junk collector loudly to the shopkeeper, Assalamu alaikum, with your permission. Then, yes, again, the junk collector wished to him, addressed to him by, yes, that particular word, Assalamu alaikum. It is, as you know, it's a what before going to for a conversation, we say it, Muslims say it. So, that same he pronounced it. Then, with your permission, I am going to take. Who is going to take bad or worthless one. So sometimes he may take nice one. So it should not be. So even if he takes bad one, he must ask the permission. The junk collector picks up the bundles of used polythene bags lying scattered on the floor near the boxes of vegetables and throws them into the cart. So polythene bags were thrown on the floor. So, with the permission of Akbar, who that person who collects that bad thing, collecting it and putting into his, throwing into his, cart. He sees Ali's parcel of shoes, taking it for junk. He picks it up and puts it in the cart. Then next he puts where he takes what he takes that cover or that case of whom that Ali, who brought that stitched shoes. He misunderstood it was a junk or a worthless thing. Ali did not mind it. Then what? He threw it into the cart. The junk collector, goodbye. By saying goodbye, he left the place. So Ali did not mind it. He was searching for what? Yes, that potatoes. Okay. Akbar, goodbye. The junk collector leaves. Okay. Then the junk collector leaves the place. Okay. So cut to view from inside the shop. Then here we can stop. So the junk collector who came and who took that parcel of that shoes, which was brought by whom? Yes, Ali. After stitching, okay, but unknowingly that junk collector took it and went. Now who Ali will be worried. So let us see what will happen. Okay, that I will tell you in the next class. So I hope you understood the lesson, this first part of this lesson. So read this very carefully and write the profile of whom is Majidi and send me. Okay, thank you.